Hi. So, for the past couple of months, I've had this really huge ambition to make book plates because I think like a couple of months ago, I came across this video that was posted by like a university that was basically talking about like the occult and their influence on the books or like the book plates that were collected in that university. So basically, after watching that video, like the entire idea of book plates was just so cool that I came up with like little layouts, like designs that I did, and then I posted them on my Instagram, but I never actually ended up doing them because I don't know, I guess I just didn't like the idea. However, I did get a request from someone to make one for them after like I put them on my Instagram, whatever. And it was actually the best thing that I've done that I'd ever. It was. I enjoyed making it, so I was like, why not make my own since I have nothing else to do. I'm referring to a doc down here. Yeah, so basically, I decided I am going to try and make them to like personalize my journals because I have like a couple of journals, and for the books that I own not that many books, so I guess so basically I'm going to like do two different book plates for each, like for my journals and for my books. So very quickly I am going to go through a very brief history of book plates because I feel like in order to like really understand what they are, you kind of have to like, dial it back a bit. So I've done like a very brief, very quick, very scratching surface level research. So this isn't like anything deep dive, just briefly. So basically, the use of book plates generally started around the 16th century. And they were book plates were made to record ownership of a book. So yeah, because apparently books were very rare during that time. So if you had a book, you obviously had to like let people know that it was yours so that they won't get stolen. They were very valuable too. So that's basically what book plates were used for during that time. However, now like those historical book plates are used to like trace the origins of a particular book in a collections, like for people who collect books, like that university that I watched that video from, they were like, you get the idea. So in my research, I came across like two prominent styles, I guess, that you could use to separate the kind of like style they I don't even know what I'm saying, but I came across two different styles. There was like the book pile style. Okay, I don't know if it's a style, but it's basically like they were done like differently. Like the book pile style, I'm just gonna call it a style because I don't know how else to call it. Was like just like they basically just had like either the name of the person who owned the book or like the initials, which I guess makes it hard for you to trace where the book really came from, but there was that style. And there was the pictorial style, like the one that these ones like had pictures of like landscapes and famous like scenic views, and they basically like kind of introduced that whole illustrative concept to making book plates or something. I don't know. I'm not a scholar. I don't know. Like the stuff that I know about book plates are literally just things that I came across on the internet, like from like searching stuff like bookplate history. To summarize this, bookplates originally started with like a very practical use, like basically just labeling the books that you owned. But now they've become like over time, it started developing a more artistic expression-y. It started becoming like a form of artistic expression, and that is what I love. That is why I'm doing this. It's like such a nice way to incorporate like art and like design with like customizing years, like the customizing culture, you know, because like one of the things that is like so wild to me is how it's like not a thing anymore. It's understandable why it's not a thing here in Africa, but like even in the West, like how is it not a thing? Because in this day and age, like with this individualistic culture and like people really liking customized things that are customized to their tastes, like I don't know why book plates aren't a thing. Maybe it's just that because maybe books, I don't know. But on that note, while I was doing my research, I did come across like a website that was, it had like a list of artists that I believe still take bookplate requests, which I find kind of cool, but I don't know. I can't do anything with that information. So while I was doing my research, I did come across like four artists that I really like, their style really stood out to me. But I should say that this is just like as I was doing my really surface level research. So there are obviously a lot of bookplate artists that I have not gotten to see, and I probably will like their work, but these are just the ones that I actually saw. So these are both old and contemporary. I don't know if I just said that, but there is uh, Audrey Beardsley. There's Audrey Beardsley, um, who is an illustrator and author, and they're mostly influenced by like Japanese woodcuts. And this person, he loved to emphasize the erotic, the grotesque, and the decadent, which is totally my style. So I really like his work. Then we have Frank Brangwyn. Sorry if I'm butchering these names. Who is a Belgian artist who did these really like cool book plates. I saw one like in like color. And then we have Kevin Gregg, who I believe this is a contemporary one, like in that like website that I told you about that lists people who still take commissions to this day, which is cool. And he mostly works in ink and pen and digital heraldry, which is a term I learned while I was like doing this whole bookplate research thing. And then there's Sarah Rogers, who is an etcher and exhibitor, and her works are absolutely crazy. They feel so personal and so like I like it because it feels like something that I can do. You know, it makes it feel like, because you know all these like other book plates that I've seen, like the illustration is crazy. It's so insane, like how you do that with like just like maybe pen or something. It's so detailed and so like it's just really sophisticated. And sometimes I feel like I would never be able to do something like that. But Sarah Rogers' work is so simple and cute, and it has a bit of color in it, which I really like. Oh, and also during my research, I came across this like collection of book plates from South Africa called Percival J.G. Bishop's collection, which is I haven't even seen it. I just saw like the cover. There was like this one book plate. Um, so just to give like an outline of this video, I'm going to make two book plates, the one for my journals and one for my books, in like the styles that I'm going to try and personalize them and like make them look like the book plates that you know are that I like kind of make it in that style, but it doesn't have to be like exactly like it. And I am going to do them digitally because listen, I love those pen illustrations or like those ones in black and white, but I have tried making one and it did not turn out as good as I would have liked it to. But in the bookplate that I did do for like the person that requested, I did it in like on my sketch on like a digital sketchbook, which was really fun, and there's just a lot I can do with like the color and everything, so that is what I'm going to be using. So basically I'm just going to like print them out and stick them on my books and see how it looks. Also, just a tiny little note is that I don't have a digital tablet, and I also don't have like a pen stylus, but I did discover that I can like basically draw on my phone with like this other thing. I don't know, you'll see. I'm not gonna go get it now, but I just want to, like, it's going to look so weird, but like it's the only thing I have at my disposal. Like otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this project, which yeah. Anyways, let's get started on the process. Okay. That looks so good. Whoa. Then I have my Song of Achilles. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say because, like, wow, they look good. They look good. I am pleased. I have Bookplates. Okay. But I feel like I have to say some things about like the technicalities of it. So basically I was trying to get like the like a pen technique type of effect, and I I didn't want to do it in like on the line drawing because I just thought that it would be a lot of work trying to adjust the levels, so I just decided to do it on sketchbook. But like it was whoa, what time is it? I have 5 minutes. But like using the thingy that I used to draw on my phone, it seriously makes my teeth so sensitive, so I can't be tapping on my phone for a long time because it hurts me. So this was the extent. I originally did it in gray and it was so bad. Oh my god, worst mistake of my life. And I had to like go over it in black. Also the background, this like gray oh god, this like gray chair thing, yeah, that was not the color I was going for. But the color that I was going for was not really blending in well with the gray, so I had to do that. But everything else is great. And I love this. I love the trying to get like a surrealist trying to get like this surrealist feel. I love it. And yeah, just like the head and the hands, wow, I love stuff like that. So it's really good. Like the looks of it are very good, but man, the shading, the shading is not my favorite thing in the world. I honestly wish I could do it differently, but like as I said, my teeth are very sensitive to drawing on my phone, so I can't do it for a really long time. Also, I'd have to like redo the entire like the face and the hands, and I just wasn't I didn't want to do that. But they look so good. Like all in all, they look very good. I'm very pleased with this project. It's been very fun. And it would be cool if book plates were like a normal thing, because I would love to make some for people. Ooh. But apart from that, I believe I do have to be going. So yeah, this was fun. I should do something like this again.